Welcome to the shed. This is Iced Out Images, coming at you with another smoke session art. Let's do that tonight. It's a little cold, so I'm gonna do as much as I can. As I said in one of my art session videos, maybe a couple of them, I'm gonna try to keep the videos around 20 minutes max for the art ones, because I don't want to drag them on to the point where I'm just repeating the same shit, getting boring, conversations kind of stagnant, and then I get lost in my work and I don't talk very much. So my first one I did Jim's, had a brain fart there for a second, Jim Becker's, and then the second one I did was Crook W. I still need to finish a few things with that one. I will conclude that video session or series soon. This one I've decided to do somebody else's. I'm only gonna do it on a smaller sheet of paper, just so I can try to cram as much in 20 minutes as possible. I know I'm talking quite a bit at the beginning, but hey, that's your opening video spiel. So this person commented on a couple of my videos and, basically gave me ideas, constructive criticism, and I highly appreciate it, and a lot of the ideas were really good. I do plan on getting started on all of that soon. I just got to figure out how to mount some wood boards and stuff inside here. Then it would look more like a room that maybe you guys would want to hang out in and have a smoke session. So we're gonna do that. But Jade, I appreciate all the criticism and ideas. It means a lot to me, especially being, initially just starting out. With that being said, I'm not gonna do the full name. I'm just gonna write Jade. I'm gonna do what I can on here and show progress reports. I'm gonna keep trying to talk, so I'm gonna try to bring up things like movie trailers I just watched recently, things like that, just to try to keep the conversation going while I'm drawing. So Jade, this one's for you. I'm gonna start it now. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for being a supporter and actually contributing something to the channel. I highly appreciate it. Still using the Udipro at the moment. I still got the Ale Vape inside. This is the Mary's Medicinal sugar cookies. Getting kind of low on it. So, but I figured take a couple rips and then I'll get right into this. Hopefully everyone had a great Wednesday, and hopefully you have an even better Thursday. Damn. All right, let's select the pencil I'm gonna use. We're gonna use a Prismacolor H to get started. I may keep this one just pencil and pencil shading, or I may add some color. We'll see how this goes. But if you end up watching this video, Jade, which I hope you do, comment on 3 colors that you would like, and I'll see what I can do about getting all 3 of them into this drawing. So we're gonna get started. As I said, thanks for watching, thanks for coming out. Like, sub, comment, all that good stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy these videos, man. I really do. Gives me opportunity to get out and draw names and things like I usually wouldn't draw. Like, obviously, I don't think I've ever drawn the name Jade in my life. So it'd be dope to see what we can get out of this within the time limit that I'm giving myself. So recently, over the last couple days, you know, a couple sad things. In Detroit, 2 people. I don't know any particulars on anything. I just know that 2 people, one guy that worked at the Baltimore and one guy that worked at Firebird down in Greektown. 2 people over the last couple days have both lost their lives. So sad news for any of the Greektown families that know this man or men. You know, they were way too young. As I said, I'm not sure how they went, how they passed, whether it was from natural causes or from other shit. Hopefully not from being murdered or anything like that, hopefully. So shout out goes to him and his family. If anyone knows him, you know, sorry for your loss. But with the movie trailer stuff, on a not so down note. So the new James Bond trailer dropped earlier today, I'm pretty sure. And they have, so in previous ones, they had other double O's, like they go against other agents from the agency, from MI6 or whatever. And then in this one, it's the same thing, but we have a female co-lead, I'm going to say, as the opposite agent that's going against him. I'm not I don't know who the actor is, or I can't think of the name. I would have to look it up. But it looks really, really good. It looks like Bond gets betrayed by someone that he cares about, the girl. I'm pretty sure she was in the last one. If not, she was in one of the last ones. Yeah, I think it was the last one, the one with Spectre. I think that's the name of the one I'm thinking of. And so that looked really good. And then the other one is Black Widow, the Marvel movie. And in it, she goes in and she ends up having like a little fight scene with another female actress. And turns out it's her sister. So I'm going to say that they study at the same assassin school, and that's, you know, they're all family. So those 2 are going off and doing missions, and you know, it's another one that looks interesting. Obviously, Black Widow as a character is widely known in the Marvel and Avenger universe, obviously. So I'm expecting a really fast-paced, action-packed movie, and that's what it looks like from the trailer. So if any of you haven't seen the trailers yet, go check them out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. But once again, if any of you guys have like a favorite artist, like your personal favorite, comment below. Let me know who that is. If I haven't heard of them, I would like to check out their work. I'm always up for checking out other people's artwork. So if you yourself do art or draw, comment below with a link or something where I can go go view your artwork, whether it's on Pinterest or any of that stuff. But yeah, I'd like to see what some of you can do. I bet there's at least quite a few talented people on my channel. So I'll show you guys in a second what I've done so far. And as I said, I will periodically keep showing you so that you can see a progress report as it's being done. So, just letter J, just a little 3D J. And we're gonna start on the letter A now. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm a big fan of overlapping letters and things like that. So it shows like letters jumping out in front of others, going behind others, kind of showing like a little dimension in the drawings. That's just my personal style. It's what I like to do. Obviously, a lot of people end up trying to find their own style. And I think I found mine a long time ago. And I can't complain. Can't complain at all. I don't know why I did that, so let's erase it. So far, so good. I like drawing. So to hear from Jade with words of encouragement about my art, I figured, why not? Doesn't take much time out of my day when I'm just hanging out anyway, unwinding. You know, I get to make a video real quick and do some artwork. Otherwise, you know, chances are I'll just be watching my son play in the other room and just watch whatever's on TV. You know, typical family night. All right, I want to. And anyone that is into doing art, what pencils, what multi-liners, what kind of equipment are you guys using? I know people stand by Prismacolor. I know a lot of people stand by Copic markers also. I don't think I've ever had the right paper for Copic. I think I'm just draining all the shit right on the paper because I'm burning out the markers pretty quickly and they're pretty expensive. So I was actually disappointed in that, and then I heard that they have marker paper, which I should have known about before I wasted like, I think it was like 60 bucks, something like that, on a couple individuals, and then a couple marker sets, like the black, gray, and white one. I had that. I had like skin tone and tan colors, and then I got a green one, a blue one, and a baby blue one. And I dug them. I think I just ate through them too quick because the paper was just sucking all the ink out of it. I was just using normal paper. But, you know, I wasn't thinking of that. I was just thinking markers at the time. You know, you gotta learn. You gotta learn the tools of your trade. But how about this? I'll ask this question. Let's get to know each other a little bit. What do you do for a living? What's your name? I don't need any particulars on like where you live so that, you know, stupid shit can happen. But I live here in Michigan. My name is Neil Sanders. I'm originally from the UK. I landscape for a living and I make videos in my pastime, and I like art. And I love anime and comic book stuff. So it's pretty much me. So anybody else want to share all that kind of stuff? You know, that'd be cool. At least then I'll know. You know, it'd be like getting to know more of my my subs, my supporters. So I feel that would be interesting. Should have brought something out to drink. Got dry mouth really bad. So we got that. Now we're gonna throw the letter E in there. Sitting at 15 minutes. So it's, as I said, let's see where we can get. I might not get as much of the shading done as I wanted to do before the end of this video. So, I don't know if I told this story in one of my other videos because I don't know if I ended up posting it or not. I think I had an issue with my phone cutting out. So, we moved to America summer of '89, and we've been here ever since. Well, when we first moved here, my dad put his name in the phone book, which was a mistake because summer of '89 is also when Barry Sanders, the football player, started playing for the Lions. So my dad's name just happens to be Barry Sanders. So being a young British kid coming to America and getting all these phone calls asking, is this Barry Sanders' house? Yeah. The football player? You know, a little British kid's like, no, my dad doesn't play football. Like, what? So one day I was in school. I was fucking around being a disruptive little shit. And, the teacher goes, what's your dad's name? I said, Barry Sanders. She said, no, what's your dad's name? I said, Barry Sanders. She said, go to the office. And I was like, all right. So then I go in the office, and I want to say her name was Miss Miller. I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember if that was my high school principal or my middle school. But she goes, what are you in here for again, Neil? And I was like, telling the teacher that my dad's name is Barry Sanders. She goes, go back to class. I walk in the class. The teacher sees me. His name was Mr. Myers at Smith Middle School. And he goes, what are you doing back? I said, they sent me back. He goes, get in the hallway. I said, okay. So I sat in the hallway for the rest of the class. So the next day he comes up to me and he's like, hey. And he was, he's being kind of quiet, telling me that, hey, I looked into it. I had no idea that your dad's name really was Barry Sanders. So because he was trying to be all discreet about it, I did that. And he goes, oh, you want me to let everyone know? And it's like, well, yeah, you tried to make me look foolish in class, like I was being a class clown. And I was actually being legit. And so he ends up announcing it to class, and everyone's like, really? And it's funny because my dad still to this day gets like, I'm your #1 fan emails and stuff. Like, he shows me things every now and again. Like, hey, what's your favorite book? Hey, what's, I'm doing a school thing on you, And it's funny. So I told my dad, I was like, you should take some headshots of you and then send them to him signed. And some of them will find it funny. Some of them will probably get mad, obviously, because they'll be super excited, thinking that they got a signed picture by Barry Sanders, and it turns out to be a white guy in glasses that can't play sports. I thought that shit would be funny. But, that's one experience I had when I first moved to the States. And I actually be like, for once not being a kid just fucking around, like actually telling the truth. I was like, what the hell? So sitting at almost 20 got that. We're gonna end up doing a background. I'm gonna shade all this in. As I said, I'm probably gonna maybe keep it just all shading and see what we can come up with. But I'm gonna call it quits on this one. Running out of things to talk about. You know, I didn't think up any topics or anything like that. Another 2 recreational dispensaries were issued their licenses today, from what I read online. So I don't know if it happened within the last couple days or it happened specifically today. Some provisioning center out in Everett, Michigan or whatever, which I'm assuming is pretty far from me. So yeah, can't wait. I need them around me. That shit needs to happen. I don't give a fuck if it's in Warren. I will go. Ferndale, I will go. I just don't really want to have to drive out to Ann Arbor to do my first trip. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll figure that out. But Jade, we'll finish this drawing within the next 1 or 2 videos. So hopefully you like what you saw so far, and it will start coming together as I start shading and coloring or just shading. So everyone else, thanks for watching. Sub, like, comment. This was another smoke session art video. Happy toking. Peace out. Have a fantastic night.